Hi guys, it's me Kenneth and welcome to OFW Talk here in Kenneth's Vlog. And we're back. This will be the part 2 of our discussion regarding with the Labor Reform Initiative na pinatupad noong March 14, 2021. So, previous vlog, diniscuss ko sa inyo yung 5 pointers ko regarding sa issue na to. And then, diniscuss ko din yung description ng first category, which is yung employment mobility. So, we're going deeper now to discuss the conditions of this service. So, basically, meron tong dalawang eligibility conditions. Okay? So, yung first eligibility conditions, which is for the expat, and then the second eligibility condition is for the new employer, which is yung lilipatan ng expat. Eligibility for expat. So, number 1, it's shown here. The worker must be an expatriate that is working under the Saudi labor system. Okay, ganito kasi yan. Last year, nung in-announce ng Saudi government na gagawin nga nila itong new system na to, which is the new reform initiative. So, during the announcement last year, nilagay nila itong 5 conditions for the expatriate to become eligible. Maraming mga vlogger dito sa Saudi ang nag-vlog regarding dito sa issue na to at sobrang excitement, hindi nila napaliwanag ng maayos. So, ang ibig sabihin nito should be yung expatriate is active na nag-work dito sa Saudi and he is carrying work permit. Ayun. So, basically, iniiwasan kasi nila dito yung mga katulad na nangyayari sa Dubai na nagpupunta doon at ang hawak nila is visit visa or family visa na makapag-acquired ng work. So, yun yung iniiwasan nila na mangyari dito sa Saudi. Kaya dun sa number 1 pa lang na sinasabi na the worker must be an expatriate that is working under the Saudi labor system. Meaning to say, dapat meron kang work permit and you are not carrying family visa or tourist visa. Number 2, the worker must complete a total of 1 calendar year of service for the current employer beginning from the date of entry to the kingdom. Okay, kasi ganito yan. At least, naka 1 year ka dun sa employer mo. So, basically, para to sa mga new arrival. So, paano naman dun sa mga matagal na nag-work dito? Kasi yung iba dito, katulad ko, way back 2008, ang contract duration ko talaga is 3 years. Ayun. And then, yung mga bago nang dumating, mga let's say sabihin na natin 2010, 11, 12, 13, ayan, nagiging 2 years na. And then, nung dumating naman yung 2015, 16, 17, 18, meron ng tigbo 1 year. Well, case-to-case basis pa rin. So, basically, para dun sa mga bagong dating, at least makomplete mo yung 1 year bago ka payagang makalipat sa ibang employer. Sa mga 3 years naman na merong contract na existing, maybe because mababa ang sahod, or hindi mo na type yung employer mo, gusto mo lumipat, well, I suggest, kailangan nyo pa rin mag-go through dun sa kontrata ninyo kung hindi na-revise yon na gawing 2 years or 1 year, tapusin nyo pa rin yung 3 years contract ninyo. And then, after that, saka kayo mag-submit ng resignation. And then, number 3, the worker must have a valid, duly attested employment contract. Okay. So, meaning to say, pag may work permit ka, meron kang employment contract. Pero, hindi lahat. Kasi, meron akong mga friends na kakilala na may work permit nga, pero wala silang existing contract. So, let's do another vlog, set aside vlog for that issue. Ang importante is mag-focus muna tayo dito sa topic na to. Okay, number 4, the worker must be presented a job offer by the new employer through Kiwa portal. Okay, tinignan ko to kaninang umaga, itong Kiwa portal na to, kasi actually, kasama to dun sa new implemented system from the government. At nag-registered na rin ako kaninang umaga para makita ko kung ano ba talaga tong Kiwa portal na sinasabi na to. Kasi, actually, very useful talaga siya. Lalo na kung katulad ko, matagal na ako dito sa Saudi. And then, to be honest, 3 times na rin akong nakalipat ng iba't ibang company. Well, i-discuss ko rin yan sa ibang vlog kung paano ako nakalipat ng legal nang hindi ako nag-e-exit. So, pag meron kang Kiwa portal, actually, kapag lumipat ka ng ibang employer, dito na nila i-download yung job offer mo. Pati yung employment contract. At least, magiging transparency yung negotiation para do sa new employment na tinatawag. Okay? So, actually, tignan natin ha. Sandali. Since nakapag-login naman na ako, tignan natin online. Okay, it's shown here yung basic identity mo, yung national ID number mo, yung date of birth, yung nationality, and then, meron ditong timeline. Ayan. Dito, naka-indicate dito yung work experience mo in Kingdom. Since ako, 3 beses na akong nagpalipat-lipat ng company, so nailagay ko na rito. From 2008 up to present, nilagay ko rito yung 3 company, nilist down ko rito yung 3 company na napasukan ko na during those sponsorship time. Okay? So, since meron na tayong new system na pinatupad, magiging work history ko na to. Kaya nilagay ko siya dito. And then, naka-indicate din dito, meron kang qualification, training, skills, and then the last part is the work permit. So, dito nakalagay yung work permit ko is valid. Andyan din yung issue date, expiry date, ayan. So, very useful talaga. So, in long run, ang mangyayari nito sa Kiwa portal na to, I suggest sa lahat mga nandito sa Saudi na expat, sa mga kapwa ko, OFW, gumawa na kayo nito. Lalo na kung iniisip nyo na maglipat ng ibang employer, gumawa na kayo nito para hindi na kayo magkumahog in the future. 5, which is the last part, the worker must submit a notice of the transfer request to the current employer taking into consideration the notice period. So basically, mas maganda rito, 3 months before the expiry of your contract, mag-submit ka na ng resignation mo. So, mas maganda na yon para at least fair sa employer mo na makahanap naman ng replacement mo doon sa iiwan mong trabaho. So, yan po yung 5 condition para sa isang expat para makalipat ng ibang employer. Okay, pumunta na tayo sa new employer eligibility. So, ang nakalagay dito, new employer eligibility conditions to request the transfer of expatriate worker. Okay, elaborate ko lang. Kapag ang isang expat nakahanap na ng new employer, yung new employer magre-request ng transfer dun sa old employer ng expat through online. Okay? So, meaning to say, kailangan ma-meet ng new employer ang mga conditions na to bago siya makapag-request transfer online sa government para effectively na makalipat sa kanya yung expat. So, these are the eligibility conditions for the new employer. Number 1, the establishment must be eligible to obtain visas as per applicable regulations. Okay, ganito kasi yan. Lahat ng company dito, ino-monitored ng Saudi government through Netakat system. Ano ba itong Netakat system na to? Ito ang way ng Saudi government para mabalance nila ang bilang ng expat at ng Saudi national sa isang private company. Meaning, pag lamang ang expat at lessen ang Saudi national sa isang private company, hindi sila po pwedeng tumanggap ng panibagong aplikante or makapag-recruit outside Saudi Arabia. So, yan yung ibig sabihin na dapat eligible ang isang new employer as per applicable regulation in compliance with Netakat system. Number 2, compliance with the wage protection system regulations. Okay, natawa na lang talaga ako dito. Prior pa na ilunsad itong new reform system para sa mga labor, in-urge na talaga ng Saudi government na every month, kada salary talaga na i-upload yung mga payslip ng mga expat. Okay? So, para maiwasan dito yung delay of salaries and para ma-monitor din nila kung sumasahod ba talaga on time yung mga empleyado. Natawa na lang ako kasi yung employer namin hindi on time magpasahod. So, hindi kami pasok sa ganitong kondisyon. Number 3, compliance with the Electronic Contract Registration Program regulations. So, prerequisites sa number 2, the same thing. Kung yung mga salaries dapat i-upload din sa government system, the same thing with the contracts. So, should be all the existing labors na meron ng isang private company naka-endorse sa Saudi government lahat ng contracts nila. And lastly, number 4, compliance with the self-evaluation program regulations. Okay, so basically, binibigyan ng Saudi government ng pagkakataon ang lahat ng company dito sa Saudi na i-evaluate yung mga sarili nila kung nakakasunod ba sila sa mga rules and regulation, like for example, Netakat system, wage protection system, electronic contract registration. So, binibigyan sila ng pagkakataon na mag-explain because these are the consistent problem na nai-encounter ng mga private company dito sa Saudi. Mainly, dun sa Netakat, dun sa wage protection system, dun sa contracts, etc. There's a lot of issues that need to rectify actually. So, kaya binibigyan ng pagkakataon ng Saudi government na magkaroon ng self-evaluation ng mga companies para ma-monitor din nila. And then, this system that they implemented, the new labor reform, para matulungan sila. Okay, kaya na-mention ko dun sa part 1 ng vlog ko na ang magbe-benefit talaga dito sa bagong labor system na to is not only the expatriate but mainly the private companies. This is a win-win situation for both expat and employer acquiring this new system that the Saudi government implied. So basically, those are the 4 eligibility conditions for employer para makapag-hire sila ng expat locally here or international. Moving on to the next article, we are going to discuss a type of condition for the expatriate workers entitled to employee transfer set aside dun sa eligibility condition para sa isang expatriate. So, meaning, technical issues na to. So, ito yung mga kondisyon para yung isang expat makalipat sa ibang employer na hindi na kailangan mag-render ng resignation or notification sa current employer niya. Number 1, having no registered contract, taking into consideration that the contract registration deadline is 3 months from the worker's date of entry to the kingdom. Okay, dalawa ang scenario dito. Isa para dun sa newly arrived, which is pagdating mo dito sa Saudi, dapat yung employer mo, mai-register niya na yung contract mo, magawa niya na yung work permit mo, ma-issuean ka na niya ng national ID at ng insurance. Fail to comply, may result na pwede ka nang mag-apply sa ibang employer. Pangalawa, kung transfer of employer ka naman, ganun din yon. Dapat ma-process din ng employer mo yung contract mo, yung national ID mo, and then yung work permit mo, yung insurance mo. Tapos, pag hindi niya nagawa yun within 3 months, lumipat ka ulit. Kasi pag hindi na-process ng employer yon, whether newly arrived or newly transfer sa employer, magsasuffer parehas, both employer and the expat. So, might as well, pag hindi yon na gampanan ng employer mo, umalis ka na. Kasi mag-a-occur yung penalties. Well, siguro sa newly arrived, minimal lang siguro na mangyayari yon kasi syempre yung employer gumastos ng recruitment procedure, 'di ba? So, expected yon na upon arrival dito sa Saudi, mapaprocess niya kaagad yung mga dapat i-process. Kasi or else, 'di ba? From the start, hindi rin sila makakapag-apply ng block visa sa government not unless they are capable. Sa expat naman na magta-transfer ng employer, hindi ka din naman makapag-transfer ng new employer if kung yung new employer naka-red sila sa nitakat. By the way, ang nitakat consists of 4 colors: silver, green, yellow, and red. Kapag ang isang employer naka-silver or green, meaning to say, yung expat nila at yung Saudi national nila are balanced, equally balanced. So, they can ask to the government for a visa to recruit for another expat, or they can accept any transferee. So, kapag naman naka-yellow ka, hindi na sila po pwede. Meaning to say that 50-50 na yung level nila. So, kailangan nila mag-increase ng Saudi national. Pag naka-red naman, nothing at all. You cannot do any recruitment or any acceptance of transferee.